over. Go ahead and do it again.
Sorry.
No. He has to give us a go. Hello, and welcome to Take Flight Live with Phoenix Stage Company, an award-winning 100% volunteer community theater organization located in Oakville, Connecticut. I'm Ed Bassett, Executive Director of Phoenix Stage Company. This is Tim Phillips. Say hello, Tim.
I'm out of practice. I forgot
We
how
are
to say
so
hello.
out of practice.
It's been 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months.
And we have a studio audience.
Put down your beer and applaud.
We've got 2 in our audience tonight.
Plus we have Al.
Al is up there, and of course, our technical producer, Michael, is in the house.
Yep.
We've missed you, Michael. We've missed all the saltiness.
I've been, a little busy.
Yes, I
Yes,
know.
he has been really busy.
Yeah. So, Tim,
Yes, Ed.
how are you?
I'm okay. I'm out of practice. That's it.
Do you know Halloween's coming up?
It is.
Yeah. And I have some amazing Halloween jokes to share with all of you.
Yay.
I do.
There was the enthusiasm.
I
of
do.
it.
And I
Yes.
happen to know
Yes.
that Eva is not watching tonight because she is watching Anastasia at the
All right,
Palace.
At the Palace. Yeah.
And I know
So-
that Michael puts a little bit of a warning on this sometimes. So my first joke, hey, Tim,
Hey, what?
what is a vampire's favorite part of sex?
I don't know. What is a vampire's favorite part of sex?
Ejaculation. Yeah.
Okay.
Deb crying almost threw up.
Well, that's the beer.
That's the beer she's
she's
drinking. It's some kind of peach sour thing. It's
Sour.
weird.
Yes.
There's a reason why I got it in the mail cheap.
So it's been 3 months,
It has.
and a lot of things have happened between now and then. And we'll go over most of that stuff
Yeah.
today before we look forward to. But looking forward to Halloween. I'm looking forward to the costume you're making me.
I'm making Tim's Halloween costume. We can't tell you what it is,
But
on the
it's gonna be
next
fabulous.
podcast, we'll put a picture of him on the wall back here.
Yeah.
And you'll never be the same.
No, well, yeah, I suppose not.
It's
I
going to be
suppose
great.
not. Yeah.
It's going to be really,
What are you
really
going to
great.
go as for Halloween? Have you figured out that out yet?
You know what? I have thousands of costumes at my fingertips. I still don't know what I'm going to be. I still don't know.
Is it like
how
a
about
last-
some suggestions from the
Oh, yes, a poll
from
question.
the chat gallery
What would you like to see Ed dress up as this
for Halloween, please?
Yes.
Yeah, let Michael know, and he'll write it down on his imaginary. Here, we'll give you
I'll
some.
give some paper. I
Yeah,
got
give him
paper.
some paper. That's
Here you go.
awesome.
Do you have a pen? Does he have a pen?
He does now. I just gave him one. He's so prepared, our producer.
Well, that's what you get when you show up at 5:45, 6:45.
I spent most of the time fighting with this computer. Don't get me started. Y'all were drinking beer and making jokes while I worked to make this happen.
No, we were watching the
no,
Red
but we-
Sox.
we-
We were actually in the lobby watching the Red Sox get their butts handed to them from
Again,
Houston.
Yeah, we're not going to watch that anymore.
Excuse me.
What? It's true.
Listen, I'm hoping for a Red Sox Braves Super Bowl or Super Bowl. A Red Sox Braves. That would be something,
It
wouldn't
really
it?
would.
Hey, if you made them play football instead of baseball,
Maybe they'd be better
it could be, or basketball
or something.
or something.
But this is my favorite time of year for sports. And I think, Deb, you're the same way, right? We got football, we have the hockey going on, we have baseball playoffs. It's exciting stuff. That's why your husband's glued to the TV right now, and I'm sure he's switching back and forth trying to watch the hockey game. No, yeah, because it's a great time of year. Great,
Yeah.
and you love this time of year anyway, for the weather and for the pumpkin stuff. And
I love this time of year. This fall is
Yeah.
my favorite. This table is still wonky
I
and
know
it's
this
making
is
me
driving
crazy.
me crazy. Okay, just don't spill the beer on it. You keep trying. We need to.
This is the best it is.
Anybody have one of those menus?
I'm
that
gonna
we
end
put on
up off camera, which maybe that's not a bad thing.
there? But yes, the weather's getting really nice. We're kind of in between. Have you turned the heat on in your place yet?
No, I'm not in control of the heat in my
Oh,
place.
okay. We have that rule of, it's usually was Columbus Day that you can't turn the heat on, but we kind of moved, as the older we get, we moved that back to, well, I have moved that back to October 1st.
I turned the furnace on here at the theater today.
Yeah, oh, that's the first time in a while.
Yeah, it's getting colder at night,
Mhm.
so we just have to make sure that it stays a constant 54,
Right,
56 in here.
Right.
So the
The
pipes
chill
don't
is in
freeze.
the air, and I know the chill is in the air because you've been singing Christmas songs.
Well, I'm
today.
getting ready
Oh,
for
I thought it was just because he was in the room.
I
I'll give him credit for that one. Good and quick. I missed it. Unlike Mike, I missed it.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, yes, he has been singing Christmas stuff.
because I'm getting ready for the Christmas show.
Yes.
Every Christmas story ever told, and then some.
For the final, oh, we should make it the final farewell with a question mark?
No, it's no.
Because it was the final farewell last time.
Okay,
Tim, can you stop lying to the audiences?
it's okay, really.
It really was.
It's a
last
really,
time
really
it was,
fun
in
show.
2018.
So listen,
Yes.
we have so many birthdays
Ju-
to announce
So
from
let's,
our last podcast 3 months ago.
from then until now, all
Yeah.
the birthdays that we have missed in 3 months. And
That's
there's
right.
There's
I
a
got
big,
you up to be a birthday.
So there's a whole bunch.
Can you-
He's got to change the background, and
gonna-
Al's got to put some music on
is that
for
gonna
us.
freeze us again?
No, it won't. Oh,
there's
that's
the music.
lovely.
Yes.
Make sure that music's not too loud and you can hear us there, Michael.
Look at that, it worked.
It worked and we're not frozen. So tell us about the July birthdays, Tim.
All right, in July, and this is after July 3rd when our last show was.
Yes.
Randy D'Amicis had his birthday. Lauren DeRose Wolf, I always call it the Wolf, I don't know why. Her birthday. Patty Rice, she's a volunteer here. Tori Rishnovsky, she had her birthday. Dr. Carol Grant, who was in The Foreigner here. My big brother out in California, Bruce Phillips, had his birthday. Judy Bragg, a volunteer here. Dan Pori was in one of the first shows we ever did. Scott Stansfield, who's done shows here. Our own Deb Goodman.
Yeah, good man.
Yes. And speaking of Randy, his wife Debbie, your sister, had her birthday in July, as did my niece in California, Anna Phillips, Marilyn Olson, Richard McKenna, Rob Rishnovsky, Jeff Savage, and John Calabrese. This guy's daddy had
And then,
his birthday. in July.
and then in August, you're gonna have to push play on that again, Al. In August, we had Sherry Marsucci, John Dressel, Patty Guarantano, Killian Meehan,
Yep.
Lori Phillips, Peyton Turpin, Casey Ross, Allison Hyde Pascal.
Now, September, I mentioned this on Facebook. For some reason, September, Facebook wouldn't let me see what birthdays there were in September. Let me see the entire year, but September. So I put a call out, and we got a couple of them that we didn't want to miss. Your niece,
Great niece.
Jalissa Kennedy, John Fabiani, Karen Willie, and Helen Adams. We
Ooh.
all know that. And I'm sure there's many more, but it's Facebook's fault that we don't have them.
It's true. And then in October, so far in October,
Yes.
Kevin Elser, Agnes Dan, happy birthday, Agnes. Tom Sheehan, Alan Marco, Ian Dietrich, Jen Vincent,
My
your
niece,
niece,
yep.
Foster Evans Reese, Jane Coughlin, Ron Nassif, Lori Rishnovsky, Heather Graham, Roberto Perez, Teresa Moran, Tita, Joe Harding, and Tony Benedetti.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
all
everyone.
yous. All yous birthday.
When is your birthday, Cheyenne? June 7th. And
said-
Deb Cryan? April
Oh.
showers bring May flowers.
Aw.
Phyllis's birthday is August 5th.
August 5th, Phyllis,
She's 94.
Oh.
94 years
Oh
old.
my gosh. Wow. Everybody knows about Phyllis because of you.
Everybody knows about Phyllis
Yeah.
because she gives out mints wherever she is. She gives us lifesaver mints.
So let's For how was your week? I never asked you how your week was going. Mine
This
has
was my
just been
this
busy
was
with-
my slowdown week from the show.
Well, yeah, because you just closed.
We just
Cayuga
closed the
Canal.
Cayuga Canal Girls, so that was good.
Mhm.
That was good. Yeah. So this was kind of my slowdown week and catch up on sleep again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of nice.
Yeah. Hey Tim,
Hey, what?
why do demons and ghouls hang out together?
I don't know. Why do demons and ghouls hang out together?
Because demons are a ghoul's best friend. I say demons. Demons.
Oh, I just know. Are the
Cheyenne
comments-
liked that one.
Did she?
It was better than Dracula.
Demons
That's
are
true.
a
That's
girl's ghoul's best friend.
How are things going across the street?
I finally have been catching up on stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to meet with all the lawyers and stuff
Mhm.
next week to finalize everything. And then we can move Arabesque from downtown Waterbury into the new space here in the pin shop.
Yep.
It's slow going. We
It's slow
still have a
going.
lot of fitting to do over there, but I can't move anything until all the legal stuff is done.
Sure. So that's where you're at this point. It's just
That's where I am.
signing contracts, dotting the i's and crossing the t's.
That's it. So hopefully by Christmas,
Yeah.
we'll be back up and running again with all of our Christmas stuff.
And the space looks great.
It's getting better by the day.
Yeah,
Shelves are
it's gonna
going
be-
in,
it's
the
gonna be
racks are
really
going
nice when it's
in.
done. Once you're open, can people be able to come by, right?
Yes,
During
I
our-
will have hours that people will be able to come by.
Well,
Yep.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
That's good.
We have a really talkative audience
Mhm.
today.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those people that just talks around the show.
I would say I'm sorry, but that implies I will do it again. So, I'm sorry.
They're talking about you, so it's okay.
Oh, that's all right. I don't mind that. That's okay.
It's all good. Yeah, and a lot happened since our last podcast.
Indeed.
We had a
indeed.
lot.
Yeah.
We had our cleaning day in July.
Oh, I gotta go find the list because there were so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a clean day when everybody came in
Yeah,
and we did a lot of stuff in the lobby
yeah.
and a lot of stuff all around. And we got a lot done. It was great because
I
and the
still-
reason we were doing that is because we were open again and we were active again.
And I still have not found things.
Yes, that happens with every clean day, like our
I
entire
still-
podcast.
Yeah, I had to go buy new binders today because I could not find our binders. I couldn't find the earphones that Michael normally wears. They are somewhere in the
You
building.
don't
and
think
I-
it was done on
searched
purpose
everywhere.
by people that don't want us to do our podcasts anymore? Maybe.
No,
Okay.
no.
Tim, there was only a short list of costumes people gave.
Oh,
Oh.
and are they good, Michael? Did you write one?
No, I didn't write any of them.
What do people out there think I should dress as?
Well, a wizard, I can see that.
Uh-huh.
A rich man. Apparently you dress normally as a poor man. Sacco.
oh, that would be
That would
fun.
be a fun costume. And somebody wants you to dress up as a fart. Just
That wasn't me. There was a chat to prove it.
A fart.
a fart. What would a fart look like? You just be a cloud of
A
like-
cloud of green poof, maybe.
A green and brown cloud.
To be
Yeah.
fair, the same person then expanded to say that you should have Dan Willie make a cloud that farts.
Well, because Dan Willie just made a cloud with that did
Yes, I
thunder
saw.
and lightning
Yeah.
for Sloan,
So
and it's
Sloan.
amazing.
Yes,
It's
I
an
saw that.
amazing
I saw that on
costume.
Facebook. A great costume.
It is an
And
amazing
I see,
costume.
this is the thing. I just don't have enough imagination to come up with a costume. That's why I kind of threw an idea at you and you just jumped at it.
Yeah,
But these are some. I would like to see you as Zacco. I think that we have a picture. We have Zacco back there.
yeah,
in
we
the
have a
audience.
picture, Zacco.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Moving along. What else happened while we were on our hiatus?
Well, on a sad note, we had a memorial for our dear friend Donna Storm,
Yeah.
who we lost.
Oh my God, we haven't had a podcast since then.
No, that was August 1st that we had
Yeah.
the memorial, and our last podcast was July.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just shows you how much stuff had happened.
And that memorial actually was the turning point for us in coming at solidifying our requirements for vaccination
Getting
and
used
all of that stuff.
and getting
We had
hope
so
for
many
them.
people here for that service for Donna.
Yeah,
It was packed in here, and some people had masks and some people didn't.
Well,
and it
we
was-
also learned that
it was-
there's proper ways to serve food
Right.
and stuff like that. So there was a lot of going on there.
there was.
It was a wonderful memorial.
Yes.
And so many good memories of Donna throughout and her presence is always going to be felt here from
Always.
all the shows that she participated in, and our improv group too.
Yeah.
Which she was fearless to do anything on. A week later, we had our mini golf tournament.
We did. And it was
And it was
one,
truncated a bit
it was,
because we weren't ready for a banquet.
right, the party room. We
The
weren't
party.
ready to have people inside
So
doing
we
the
kept it
banquet.
outside. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It went very well. Jane's team won again.
No, they haven't won it in a couple of years.
Oh, they hadn't.
They usually always take the trophy for costumes.
Right. But this
But
time
we didn't do costumes
Right.
this year.
but they had a song ready,
They did,
as they always do.
and they sang, and we've already started planning our next one.
Uh-huh.
This year went pretty well with just ice cream, but we talked to our new friend Thomas
Yes.
with Barnstormer Burgers and talked to him about bringing his food truck up.
Yes. Yes. An amazing food truck.
He does amazing stuff with that food truck. So
Yep.
there's an option there for
Yep.
us.
Yep. And then 1 week after that, we opened up. We
Yep.
finally reopened the theater and produced Kill Me Deadly.
Kill Me Deadly.
Which
Good
was
show.
a lot of fun. A lot of work in that show. But it was so enjoyable to get back on stage again.
Yeah.
And I think the crowds enjoyed it. It taught us how to operate. We tried some new things like moving the box office out in the hallway.
Yep.
We tried a few different things, and we're still in the process of seeing what works and what doesn't work. But it was great to actually put it in its application and
Yep.
have people here.
True.
So that was great.
And then we had our beer swap.
Yay, beer!
We had our craft beer swap, and that was really successful.
It was. People came out.
Yeah.
We filled a table with all kinds of beer.
There were over 100 beers on the craft beer table, on the swap table.
Some very interesting beers
Yeah.
came out. Unfortunately for me, I was like one of the last ones to leave, so I got the leftovers.
Well, there were a lot left over actually, because some
Yeah.
people just took one beer out, and some people took
Yeah.
two and left others behind.
But we had food again. Agnes
And Chris and Lori.
They all really. Oh, Chris made that.
He made the street tacos, and he made the tomato basil soup with the small grilled cheese sandwiches.
Sandwiches that you
Oh,
dip
that
well.
was delicious.
So
amazing.
good,
And
so
then we had a
good.
little. We had a little heater outside, so
Yep.
we could sit outside and
Yep.
have cigars.
Yep,
And it was a very good occasion. Are we gonna do that again? You think?
I think so.
I think that would.
I think
work
so.
again.
I want to do another bourbon and cigar tasting. That was very successful. We did it
Yes.
down in Naugatuck.
Yeah.
Deb's nodding her head. She liked that one.
Yeah, Lori likes. her
She liked
bourbon,
it better
too.
than she liked that peach sour thing she's drinking.
I think she likes almost everything better than the sour thing. But she's
I like it. It's just really.
okay. Just really.
It's in the
sour.
title.
It is.
Sour beer is gross.
Yeah. And then we just as we mentioned just before, Saturday.
Yeah.
This past Saturday was the final performance of Cayuga Canal.
Cayuga Canal Girls by Laura King.
Yay.
Was It was a really, really good show.
Yeah, we have a cast member here and your stage manager.
Cast manager, stage manager. Yeah.
Director.
Yeah. It
And,
was,
yeah.
it was wonderful.
It was
really
a
wonderful.
beautiful, beautiful script. Laura King.
Laura King.
Laura King just wrote such a wonderful script, and it was a long process. We went a long way before we actually got to actually do the show.
And I want to say, I don't know if that was a bad thing. I think starting the process and
Yeah.
then stopping it and restarting it again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it
You
gave
think it
some
gave
time
them
for
some time to
development, but I
think?
think also all of these actors were able to take all this stuff they've experienced over that year
Mhm.
and bring it into these characters.
I feel like that's come up several times with theaters that had to stop what they were doing and then pick up with it. And you guys experienced it with Cayuga. I experienced it with Kinky Boots
Right.
and going through that concept of it. And I feel like it would have been an entirely different show done a year earlier.
Well,
All the
yeah,
things we
absolutely.
experienced
Sure.
shaped those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely
you're right.
agree.
But what a good show they put
Yeah.
together. Very few shows that I sit and watch that I'm on the edge of my seat,
Yeah.
just fascinated, and that
Yeah.
was one of them.
Really
And
good show.
the audiences got into it, and they were emotionally involved in the
They did.
show.
These were smaller audiences,
Yep.
typically for us, October is is a slower month for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Going back even to Naugatuck, October was our slower month, but people were still a little bit hesitant to sit inside in
Yeah.
groups.
Yeah.
But it was loved by every
Mm.
single person that saw it.
Yeah. And was Laura happy with it, you think?
Extremely happy with
Yeah,
it.
because she was here for the first weekend.
Yes. Yeah.
And we had a little reception
Yep.
on opening night.
Yeah. The first performance she watched and the second performance that she was here for, she took notes.
I saw.
She made changes, to some things watching it. She took a lot of our blocking down to use in the final script.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's great. It's really good.
Is it going on anywhere else? Did you
No,
know?
because now it has to go to publish.
All right.
I got an email last week from the Wiesbaden English Language Theater in Germany, asking if I could send the Wiesbaden.
Yeah.
Asking if I could send them a copy of the script.
Oh.
And I had to answer back, the script is now under contract with Dramatic Publishing.
Yeah.
And I made sure that Laura was copied on that and Dramatic Publishing. And I
Publishing.
directed him to contact them.
How would they get word of that?
I think it's because the dramaturge left here, or
Yeah.
the dramaturg left
Right.
here and went to Germany to adjudicate a festival.
Oh.
So she might have mentioned it to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And we would be totally remiss if we did not bring up the fact that Michael here,
Our Salty Michael.
Salty Michael, is directing, as it's running right now, Kinky Boots at the Landmark
Well,
Community
technically he directed it. Now the
Oh, that's
show
true.
belongs to the stage manager.
Theater.
Not my problem anymore.
So it's his, but yeah,
First of all,
we were able to attend dress
We
rehearsal
got
and
to
it
go
was
see the dress
amazing. Yeah.
rehearsal, and Michael, just an amazing job.
We're so proud of you.
Yeah,
It was
really
really
good.
a long process,
Yeah.
but I'm so proud of all the work they ended up doing.
You got one more weekend?
Two more.
Two more
You
weekends.
guys,
So you
yeah,
have
just opened
two more-
last weekend.
this
There's
weekend
two
and next
more weekends
weekend.
left.
So by all means, go down and see the show. They're just, it's just so worth it. They're for community theater people, they're really above and beyond there. And even just seeing Jonathan Ross in thigh high boots is something right there.
He's such a pleasure to work with
Yeah.
every single time. It's not,
Yeah.
especially we had all the different things we had going on over the time. He was just such a nice, calm voice to talk to in between.
In celebration of Kinky Boots, I have another joke for you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Michael,
Hey,
who helps little pumpkins across the road?
who helped little pumpkins across the road?
The crossing gourd. I forgot to put the laughing track up, so he can't play it tonight. So it's like,
Yeah.
so instead we just have some real people laughing so hard they aren't even making noise.
Yes.
You know how you laugh sometimes you don't make noise? That's what they're doing over there.
Yeah. Hey, I want to talk real quick about my big trip.
Oh yeah, you have to. But I have one more joke though for you
All
before
right,
that
before
that
we
I
go.
don't understand. So maybe you can explain this
Okay,
joke
we
to
have
me.
explain the joke.
Maybe someone can explain this joke to me.
Explain it.
When does Dracula respond to the name Daniela?
I don't know. When does Dracula go by the name of Daniela?
When he's at Starbucks?
Because they never get your name right.
Oh,
okay. I-
thank you.
I was like, I don't get this joke, but it was in the book. It was in the book. I didn't know.
Funny, but it does make sense.
Yeah, it's
That's a terrible joke. That's actually worse than most of your jokes.
And I didn't even get this one, so it's bad.
and yet he still told it.
No, I wanted to know. I was
Oh,
like,
okay, so
why?
Is there
Why?
anything else we need to explain for you today? Joke wise or
Salty Tim.
oof.
No, no.
Okay. Oh, I
No,
gotta
but
get, I
tell
gotta
us-
get used to that tone of voice.
You went.
'Cause our rehearsals are
You
something.
went on a very big trip. He climbed a guy.
Okay, let's explain. I didn't climb a guy. I climbed Crazy Horse Mountain in Rapid City. South
It's a
Dakota.
guy.
It's
It's a mountain carved like a guy.
it's a mountain carved like the Indian Crazy Horse. And this was a post-graduation present delayed by COVID with my grandnephew, Stephen, Jen's boy, who's He's up there in the audience too. So we went out in September and flew out there and did all the touristy things. We saw Mount Rushmore, we saw Custer State Park, we went to Wyoming, we saw Devil's Tower, a whole bunch of things. And then on that Sunday, we did what they call a Volks March, which is a organized.
It sounds Nazi.
Yeah, I know it does, but it's an organized hike, 10K hike up the mountain. And it's only twice a year you get to do this and actually walk out. There's an extended arm from the face, and you get to walk out on the arm. And it's beautiful.
So it's a Volksmarch. A Volksmarch is
yeah.
a German term.
Yes.
For a people march or a
Right.
people walk.
Yep.
Is it a German American event, or why did
I
they?
don't
Why
know
did
why
they decide to call
there's
it
an actual Volksmarch society and group, and you have to sign up for it and pay the $3 fee. No, it's not like that.
So by paying the $3 fee, did you become a
think
member? Did you become a member of the American Nazi Party and not even know it?
No, did
I'm asking because
did
wait a minute, that was a legitimate organization in the United
Yes, I know
States
it
during
was.
World War II. So I'm asking, is this
and
a
do you
rent?
think that all people that drove Volkswagens were part of the party too?
No, of
Well,
course.
that's the same thing.
Okay, I'm just asking. Oh my God. You're so easily offended. So I want to ask you, you said it was a carving of an Indian crazy horse. Is that politically correct? Or should you say the
No,
Native
it's-
American crazy horse?
Look, all I want to know, is there a large German contingent out there? Is that why they have?
No, Volksmarch is nationwide.
Okay.
It's a society that goes on different hikes all over the world. Probably a lot in Germany. I don't know.
Were there people wearing lederhosen?
No. It was very warm. It was 90 degrees when we were out there.
So
But it was a hike up. It was very steep. It was a very difficult hike, but very rewarding when you got to the top. And I'd show you a picture of it, but we weren't able to.
it's a picture of them in front of the face. So we'll put it up there next time. I didn't have time to
I know.
load it up for Michael and overwhelm him because it's his first time back in
I
a
know.
couple of months, and the camera was not charging for me, so I was worried about throwing that at him and
We're
the
out of
pictures.
practice, is what it was.
Yeah.
But it was a wonderful trip. It was a great time spending like 5 days with Steven. He's now 20 years old.
See, I made a costume for him when he was 4.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin. And
It's
that was
really
his
weird that
that
they're
was
all
his
so
Halloween.
old
He
now.
wanted to be Benjamin Franklin for Halloween, while
Yeah.
everybody else was going out and doing the usual things. He wanted to be Ben Franklin with
Was
the
that like around the time that you were in 1776?
no, because that was that was 18 years ago. So no, because
No.
he's only 20. It was a couple years later. No, he was inspired.
It was
by
a few years later though.
It was a few years later. He was inspired. He actually wore that to a production at Goodspeed in
Right.
1776,
Right.
and they thought he was the cutest little thing. And now he's 20 years old. They get older. They get older.
Speaking of getting older,
Mm.
hey, Deb crying.
Hey, Ed,
Why don't mummies take time off?
why don't mummies take time off?
Because they're afraid to unwind.
That was cute.
The more beer you have, the cuter. Oh,
Come on,
God.
Michael, you liked it.
It was something.
It was something. So we've been talking about Halloween is coming,
Yes,
right?
yes,
And
very excited.
Deb, do you get trick-or-treaters at your house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not as many as we used to though. 'cause
No,
they're all grown
well,
up.
at least
Yeah,
you're
because
on
the neighborhood's
a
growing up, right?
you're on a semi-flat area, semi-flat compared to, I mean, you're at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
I'm on the hill, and we
And-
used to get maybe
We
like
gotta climb
2.
up the hill to get to
Cheyenne, do you guys get trick-or-treaters where you are?
Not really. We have a lot of new families that have just moved in, so we're starting to.
I don't even
Yeah.
know is that a thing anymore?
It is,
Because
it
I know
is.
they do the trunk and treat.
It
I'm
is.
actually interested to see with our new house.
Oh,
because
yeah.
This is your first one, right?
It is.
Did you
and we're
decorate?
both in the middle of nowhere, sort of, but also on a road where people drive semi-fast.
So
Yeah.
did you decorate?
No, I've been too busy with kinky boots. I haven't had time for anything.
Doesn't Eric know how to decorate?
Honestly, this is my first week that I didn't have anything going on, and I'm here. So
Awesome. See, I'm blessed because I live on the second floor.
So you don't have to decorate.
Nope, the lights are off.
Does Mumsy get?
Mumsy used to. She used
You would
to.
think that would be a really hot spot
Yeah,
there.
yeah. She used to pass out candy. She doesn't do it so much anymore
Yeah.
because what was happening, it was all the high school kids. They weren't even in costume.
Yeah.
They were just knocking on the door and saying trick or treat.
Yeah.
And then they take off their sweatshirt and come back, trick or treat.
I used to
you
turn
know.
off our lights like at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
That used to be the witching hour of, because I figured if after that it's going to be the high school kids
Yeah.
only.
I don't know if people still really actively trick or treat.
But it's
as
on a
much.
weekend this year.
It
On
is,
Sunday.
which
It's
is
on a
kind of fun.
Sunday, so there'll be. I'm sure.
But are they trick or treating Sunday or are they trick or treating Saturday?
I don't know, but there'll be parties on Saturday.
Yes.
So please be careful if that's on your agenda. I'll be.
Lucia Dressel gives all the adult trick or treaters a shot of Fireball or a pumpkin cordial. So
So we're
Just
going.
throwing that
So we're going
So
to
she-
Dressel's
so-
house.
So she gives them a shot of Fireball and a friendly pumpkin.
or a pumpkin cordial.
That's a friendly pumpkin, right? Cordial person is friendly,
Oh,
right?
God. Sweet Maria.
What's a pumpkin cordial? Is that like a
You're not
drink?
welcome. You're
Is
not
it a
welcome,
drink?
guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's a
Yes,
liqueur.
I'm welcome at her house.
Yes.
I said we're all
I think we all have to go there. I think
We're all
go.
gonna get in a car and go
And go
trick or
check
treating
it out.
for Fireball pumpkin cordials.
We,
I have a show that day.
We had, when I was a kid in Middlebury, we had,
You have a show that day?
you have a
Well,
Halloween
it's-
show?
Yeah, there's a Halloween show. It's in the afternoon, technically. It's a matinee.
Oh.
It's the closing.
They close on the Sunday, huh?
Oh.
Oh, I thought they only did 2
Did you
weekends,
go
so I was
trick or
confused.
treating as a kid?
As a kid, yes, I went trick or treating, and my memory is that my mother dressed me as the same thing every single year.
Right.
I was a hobo because it was easy. Old clothes, a stick with a bandana, and she'd burn a cork and put it on my face to make me have a beard. That's my memory, is that I was the
Okay.
same thing every year.
I still remember some of mine, but we always had this one house in all the places we went to that was so old fashioned. They'd had the cider and they'd homemade popcorn balls and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, okay.
See, the most fun for me was when my family moved to Vermont.
Okay.
The night before Halloween was Cabbage Night up in Vermont. They called it Cabbage Night.
Cabbage.
Mischief Night.
Oh, okay.
So
All
you
right.
could go and do things. so that
Did you do mischief?
Sure, I did.
What kind of mischief did you do?
It was great fun. We would do all kinds of weird stuff. I learned that if you take an 8-track tape apart,
Okay. Yeah.
if you stretch that stuff across the road from tree to tree a couple of times really, really tight, the cars can't see it when they come down, but when they hit it,
Oh.
it pops and it sounds like their tire is popping. So when they get out of the car, you egg them.
Oh, I'm so glad.
We did that.
Don't tell Jeff. He'll like, hey.
We
hey,
were
do you have
really,
any
really,
old track,
we were
eight
really,
track?
really, really creative one year. And we prepared for like a week.
Yeah.
We blew the yolks out of eggs, you poke an
Yeah.
egg.
Yeah.
And then we used hypodermic needles and filled them with shaving cream.
Ooh.
So that when you threw the egg, it was shaving cream inside and not an egg. So it goes, it was different, Don't use menthol though. That was really mean. Menthol burns.
Oh.
Because we mostly ended up hitting each other with those. I mean, just because it was wicked fun.
Yeah. Okay.
It was wicked fun.
Yeah.
And then the really, really old one, pee in a milk jar or a juice jar and lean it up against somebody's door and ring the bell, walk away. When they open it, it falls inside.
Oh.
Did you light any bags of manure too, or? The
I
flaming
didn't do
bag?
that. I did see people do that. You'd put cow manure in
Yeah.
a bag, light it on fire in somebody's porch and ring the bell and they'd stomp it out
Yeah.
and get the cow.
My mother
Get the
always
manure
made
and
her
the-
costumes, and we
Yeah.
always ended up as weirdly stupid, like creative things. So like I was a mailbox one year. I was a stoplight.
See, that's cool.
My sister was a tube of toothpaste.
I know that my
was,
sisters are watching.
Yeah.
I know that my sisters are watching or are watching this, and I honestly don't remember anything other than a hobo ever.
Yeah.
I think when I was really, really tiny, I might have been Batman one year because I just loved Batman.
Okay.
But I don't know. So if they can tell Michael if they remember anything, but I think I was a hobo every year.
The coolest thing though was after all these different things, after the mailbox and the stoplight and all these things, one year my mother took one of my favorite action figures and then like spent all the time. It was this Spawn action figure, this like creature from like hell or something.
Mhm.
And she made an entire costume based on my action figure.
That's cool.
That's
Which
nice.
was, yeah, that was probably the coolest of all the ones.
I
that you
can
ever
honestly say
about.
my mom never, she just left us, but we also, to our own devices, but we also had all these old clothes up in the attic.
Okay. So
And we were always
played with
able to dig out like band uniforms.
Yeah.
and weird things.
You know who's super, super creative is Krista Moraci.
Oh, God.
She's super,
really?
She's
super,
like a
super,
Mother of
super
the Year
creative.
award. She's so creative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She makes the coolest stuff.
We'll have to find
She
out
does.
from her what the kids are gonna go
Yeah.
as this year.
What are you gonna
I-
be, Cheyenne?
I was gonna do the Mad Hatter. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to put it together though. The
Okay.
Johnny Depp Mad Hatter.
Debbie Crane, what are you gonna be?
A problem drinker?
I'm gonna be sitting.
Yeah.
I'm practicing now.
She's drinking problem things like
There you
sours.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Halloween, and so
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
I love the decorating this year. We're a little early yet, but you're starting to see the lighting out there. It's getting to be
See,
like Christmas.
we can't decorate our house because we live at the bottom of the hill where all the high school kids walk down,
Sure,
and they just always destroy things and steal the
Yeah.
pumpkins and things.
but there's some.
I'd love to put some stuff out in the yard, and we
On,
still can.
Saturday, I was up in, I was up after the hockey game. I went up, spent the night up there, and my sister's up in North Reading. It's up near the shoreline
Yeah.
above Boston, and we went to like Rockport, Massachusetts, and near Gloucester. And the decorating out there was amazing. We stayed as far away as you could possibly stay from Salem because that place is insane. Now, didn't you just? No, Eric.
Oh,
just
I went up
Eric
there.
was just insane.
I
Yeah.
went there for Halloween one year. What a
Insane. It's like Mardi,
ridiculous
it's worse
mess.
than Mardi Gras.
It's worse than Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Do you know that they charge for what would normally be like a $2 parking place is now selling for $25?
Yeah, of course it is.
Because it is
Do you know what happens the day after Thanksgiving?
leftovers?
We start our rehearsals for every Christmas story ever
The
told.
day after Thanksgiving?
Or no, the day after Christmas. Or day after Halloween. Oh my gosh, I'm like, what?
I'm like, that's gonna be kind of
The
late.
day
since
after
show
Halloween.
opens
The
that
day
night.
after
Wait, you
Halloween.
guys haven't started rehearsals yet?
Oh,
We
please.
have 6 rehearsals before tech.
That's all they need.
Well,
Yeah.
you know
well,
what?
this-
We're
it's updated.
updating some of
No, they
the.
don't listen to their director anyway.
We're updating some of the references, pop culture references, and doing some things like that. Yeah.
That'd be
I'm
something.
working with Al on some new special effects and things,
Yep.
just to keep it fresh for us.
We'll have it. It'll come back to us. But that's why you're kind of in.
The musical.
What does that mean? Our sound gone?
No, never mind, it's back.
Okay.
Scrooge, the musical.
Are we gonna do a commercial for the show? We should do a commercial.
Well, you really can't. So licenses have gotten very, very strict now.
About commercials?
Yes,
Okay.
licenses have got, we can do a commercial, but we can't have any content from the show in it.
Okay. Well, most,
Yeah.
most of the content in our
The
show is
content
not
isn't
in the
script.
show.
Have you watched the show?
Well, it is in there. It's just,
Yes,
it's just as it says. I read
Yeah.
the front of the script out loud. It says like a cotton t-shirt, stretch the script to fit your needs.
yes.
And we've done that.
And with Ian and Rob and you, we never know what's gonna come out of your mouths every night anyway.
It's
so,
great fun. We
That's true.
we adore it.
Yes.
We adore it.
Do we have to make a new Elvis costume for
No.
Ian?
Nope.
You gonna fit into that?
Shoehorn,
Shoehorn.
Vaseline.
Oh, poor Lori.
It'll be awesome fun.
Yes, it will be. But
Come on.
that opens the.
It opens on the
Saturday.
27th
That's a
of
Saturday,
November,
right?
yes,
So
and
it's
it
the
runs
Saturday
through the
after
12th
Yeah.
of December. It's selling really well.
Is it really? That's great.
Yeah,
That's
without
super.
we haven't really put it out there other than us just talking about it.
You know, we should talk about, we're gonna start doing podcasts on a semi-regular basis again.
Every other Thursday.
Yeah.
Every other Thursday. Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. We're only doing
didn't
this
know.
because of Michael Bean, who he is.
Yeah, he's busy. Right now, he's chatting with somebody on the phone. He's not even paying attention.
I know.
Our sound
Audience
might, it's
No.
because these two. Llast time they
Oh,
were
they
in
go
the
back and
audience.
forth.
Last time they were in the audience, they did this too.
No, it's not me.
They kept our tech guy busy.
First off, it's a virtual, well, actually, no, now it's both.
Oh,
But it's,
Jesus,
up
my
until a
favorite
moment.
ever loving mouth shut. I love all that is holy.
But a moment ago, it was one of our virtual audience members.
okay.
And my husband telling me who came to our door because the ring said that someone was at the door and I needed to know.
Was it a trick or treater?
It was an Amazon package.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, but so anyway.
So
we are
anyway,
going to
hey,
start-
Tim.
Hey, what?
Why do skeletons have low self-esteem?
I don't know. Why do skeletons have low self-esteem?
Because they ain't got nobody to love. Nobody to love.
A lot of, I feel like a lot of the jokes are all played also in songs.
Yes, it happens. It happens. So we'll be starting on November 4th. We'll be doing every other Thursday.
Oh, you're the podcast now.
I'm
Okay,
still on
yes.
the podcast.
Yes,
And every other Thursday live
yes,
and to the end of the year.
yes.
And we start November 4th. That's the first Thursday.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks from.
And
tomorrow.
on hopefully on Thursday, November 18th.
Yep.
We will be announcing our 2022 season
What?
on the podcast.
Live.
We are hoping.
Oh,
It's complicated getting licenses now. It's really complicated getting
you
licenses.
would think it'd be easier.
No,
because
it's
they were
much
out of
more
practice.
it's much more complicated. And
Okay.
we're still waiting to hear back.
Can we have an audience for that?
I would love to have an audience for that
So
announcement.
mark your calendars. It's the Thursday before Thanksgiving. If you want to come and be here live as we announce the next
We're
season,
announcing the next season.
that'll be the time to be here.
True that.
That'd be great. It'd be wonderful.
And then we have a holiday party planned.
Because it's a holiday season.
Well, we couldn't have our anniversary party
Right,
this year. So we're going to have a holiday party. We used to have an anniversary party and a holiday party.
right.
We're going to have a holiday party on Saturday, the 18th of December.
A week before Christmas.
That's right, Saturday, the 18th. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we have a cooking competition,
A new one.
a new one. And the competition for this year's holiday party is a dish inspired by a Beatles song.
So take any Beatles song.
Any
you want.
Beatles song you want, you bring a dish inspired by that song.
I'm just gonna bring a basket of strawberries and decorate it with grass.
I said I was going to bring a half-eaten chicken and call it yesterday. But that's not going to work. You can't bring a half-eaten chicken to a party.
Probably not.
No.
So, and there'll be prizes as always for the food, the dish inspired by a Beatles song. And we're also looking to see who's going to come up with the most original of the
Beatles songs.
of the Beatles songs.
Not the
There's-
typical Beatles song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be, stay away from it. It's find something. I mean, there's a lot to work with and a little bit of imagination.
I think
will
we're
go
going to see a
way.
lot of yellow submarines in strawberry fields.
Yeah, probably true. Or yellow submarines in strawberry fields.
Oh, yeah.
And if you can
What?
work these two, I swear to God, we're gonna have to separate, take their phones away.
It's not me.
I think the walrus is Simon and Garfunkel.
No, the walrus is cuckoo Choo.
Oh, Cuckoo Choo.
You're thinking of cuckoo
Choo.
Sergeant Peppers,
Yeah.
Sargento Peppers.
So yeah.
Dish based on Fool on the Hill.
That's
There you go. That's a good one.
that's a good one.
See?
So that's
Start thinking about
Saturday,
that.
December 18th. We'll talk about it more as we get closer to that
And if you
date.
can find a way to put spam in it, you probably, if he's judging, you'll probably win.
No, it's not a judge anymore. It's
It's a
popularity.
popularity,
Everybody
yes.
votes.
The
Everybody
reason you
votes.
don't judge anymore is because there were just too many entries.
Well, we used to judge, and then we did a dessert competition, and we had 5 judges, and there were 27 desserts, and we were in sugar comas by the time we were done. I think at my 15th dessert, I was saying, taste this and tell me what you think. Please taste this and tell me what you
I
think.
can't taste anything.
It's like,
anymore.
yeah, after just that little bit, we needed some insulin.
So we need to do our contest.
We need to do the
We should have Deb come up
contest.
since Cheyenne's busy on her phone. with
Cheyenne is busy
Michael.
on her phone.
Oh, she's coming. Look, she's ready.
Okay,
Come on, Deb.
Cheyenne. Cheyenne's gonna come.
Cheyenne's gonna
Yep,
do it? Okay.
We're gonna get her off her phone. I'm
Okay.
gonna do this.
It's just a bear for a second.
The wheel got broken in Jeff's truck. The wheel got broken in Jeff's truck because he needed it for his show. And it got broke, so there. Hi, Cheyenne.
Hey.
Cheyenne's gonna play a game with us.
She's gonna spin the big wheel, which will decide which game she's
The
going to
Wheel
play.
of Doom.
Or
First.
Destiny.
I'm
What
sorry.
are we playing for
Or
tonight?
Destiny.
What are we
Well,
playing for?
what?
Over to that? Oh, okay.
First, I need a number between 1 and 7.
7.
Okay, 7.
Right.
A number between 1 and 16.
14.
14. So who is sitting in F114?
I think it's a dog.
It's my brother Kevin. So
Yeah.
my brother's dog. So bring that down. This is Oakley. So you're playing for a prize for you and for Oakley.
Just smash her.
Oakley, you're
This is
playing with
Oakley.
Oakley.
Okay.
Okay. So spin that wheel, Deb. Or
Deb,
Dad, geez, what is going on with me today? Spin that wheel, Cheyenne.
Terrifying. Terrifying.
This
This
day in history. Dun, dun, dun.
Here, you can have a seat right here.
And I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you 3 possible things that actually happened on October 20th.
Okay,
And
ready.
one of them is true.
Okay.
Are you ready?
no, but let's
Okay.
make it happen anyways.
Was it A, Dick Fosbury invents a new way to do the high jump and breaks the Olympics record? Sadly, the Olympics ended 2 weeks before that. B, was it Mao Zedong concluding his long march, prompting that hit song written years later, I will walk 500 miles? Or is it C, fulfilling his promise of I shall return, General Douglas MacArthur returns to the Philippine Islands in 1944. Years later, Arnold Schwarzenegger, inspired by the general, tells moviegoers, I'll be back.
Oh, God. The second one?
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, sure.
No.
We didn't
Are
ring the
you
bell.
sure? Maybe no,
No.
really? Yeah, you-
Put it down, see.
C, the last one.
Ding, 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 It is true. It is on October 20th, 1944 that General Douglas MacArthur actually did return. The other ones are actually semi-true, not
Okay.
completely true.
And so for you, yourself, and for Oakley, you've each won a $25 Amazon gift card that will be emailed to you. I'll get the email for my brother or Oakley,
Oakley.
and they'll receive theirs in the
I hope
email as
Oakley
well.
gets-
Congratulations.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you for playing.
Always a pleasure.
Good
Michael,
job,
you wanna help
Oakley.
me with this?
There you go. You got it.
Oh, it's easy going that way.
So I gotta share.
Yes.
some Great Beatles themed dishes people are throwing in. the
Oh,
chat.
really? Already? That's
Really, they're
awesome.
throwing them in there.
Like
There
what?
They are. So we got Lucy in the Pie with almonds,
Oh, ooh,
Sergeant Steak and Peppers,
okay.
Eleanor Rigatoni,
I like that one.
Please Peas Me, which is a pea salad. Jello Goodbye,
Oh.
Love Love Me Honeydew,
Oh, my goodness.
a Long Tall Sally, which would be a Long Island iced tea,
Oh,
No.
Deviled in Her Heart eggs.
This
and-
is
all right,
very
that's it.
inspiring.
Honestly, there were so many.
That's
good ones I
awesome.
had to
Good for
share.
you. Good for you, people. And now you got to keep them going and come up with actual recipes that go with some of these things.
it's true.
But they're putting their thinking caps on. That's great. So December 18th, It's gonna be a very good party.
It's gonna be a great party. I have to cross off this one because we already did it. So
Okay.
next podcast, we have to come up with a, well, we have to do this date in history
Nobody
anyway.
cared about it. November 4th.
That's true.
And so let's mention that too. If people want to come see the podcast live, you can do
The
that.
house is open. So on Thursday, November 4th, you can come back and play a game for yourself and maybe somebody else.
It's,
We don't give away hinky prizes anymore. Except to Michael,
Yeah.
who gets the itch eraser.
yes. You could probably use that
You said
yourself.
one of
Huh?
those syllables wrong.
Huh?
You could probably use that yourself these days.
Well, I got a little bit of poison ivy. It's the first time I've had poison ivy since I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's from going outside and picking weeds for the set.
He wanted that
the
authentic,
Canal Girls.
authentic look on there.
Yeah, I'm hoping I didn't put poison ivy on the set. The
Well, I
only
don't
one
think
that would have to worry, I think, would be Lori Pooling because she had,
And the crew.
and the
Oh,
crew. Yeah, you know.
It's not like they were really
A
rolling
little
around
bit,
in it.
it's a little bit, just put some calamine on there and,
Oh, that
let
used
it
to be,
go.
I used to get such, I used to always play in the woods and things. and
I
always
got it
get
all the time as a kid. I
yeah.
did. I've done really well. I haven't picked
I
this.
mean, I'm
and
not
gotten it
allergic
all,
to it, but boy, oh boy, did my mom and with 4 boys that always were outside, my
Yeah.
mom invested in calamine lotion by the gallon
Yeah.
because we're always going through it.
They, they sell a soap now that you wash, it washes off the poison ivy.
Well, that's what
Right.
you're supposed to do anyway, right?
But it's $50.
What?
Yeah, no, my boss.
For this
my
little
boss
bar
makes
of
that
soap.
It's a specific type of thing that he gets. He's like, as soon as you touch it, you gotta use this soap and you wipe it right off and it wipes it right off your skin.
Well, but I already have a rash. It's not gonna wash the
So,
rash
no,
away.
it just,
That'd be
it already
an
penetrated the
amazing,
layers.
amazing thing if it did that.
True. Are we missing anything? I think we covered everything.
Just yawn. Tim.
Almost.
Gone.
Hey, Tim,
Hey, what?
why are graveyards so noisy?
Like the audience, you mean? I don't know why. Why are graveyards so noisy?
Because of all the coughing.
Your best one yet.
I had some good ones tonight.
You did.
I had a couple.
It's been a while, so you know. What?
It's been a while since I had good ones.
Yes. It's been a while since you've had anything like that, so. Because we've been busy.
Okay.
I kept telling you should tell a joke every night before the show.
You did.
Did he?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the-
Agnes did one of yours last time. I
Oh.
asked her the joke and she read the punchline off the card. I was like, no, that's not how it works. It was how do you fix a broken jack-o'-lantern
How?
with a pumpkin patch?
Oh.
Wow, that got nothing. That got nothing.
They're
They're both
their
on
fire
their phones.
phones.
Oh, my Lord.
We're gonna have to do those. We're gonna have to do those house announcement things
Yeah.
where your phones are not allowed.
Listen,
No, but they like to be in the chat. They're in the chat with everyone else, which is great. That's awesome.
That's
We
true.
enjoy that. We're happy that you're there.
Mm.
And Michael, it keeps him off of my butt. So
Yeah, that's.
You can
what's
keep
right
them
there.
busy.
I've been interacting with audience members all night. You have no idea the work and stress I go through.
Somebody break out the violins. It's so difficult. being in-
we've missed you, Michael.
Yes.
We've missed the abuse that you give us, but your
Yes.
technical prowess is
Yes, because we were
legendary,
told-
and we could never do this without
We
you.
had no idea what to do before
Yeah.
you got here. Like, we just kept staring at things like.
So,
The score is 7-1 still.
Okay, thanks.
Seriously?
Nobody cares.
They would if your team was winning, right?
They would,
I
no,
care a
probably
lot
because,
more if they were winning,
yeah, they probably would. It doesn't really matter. It's all good.
I really want, as I
Well, you
said,
said you were a Braves fan, right?
yeah.
When was that? Was it just because TBS was,
No, it's because everyone else in my family was a Yankees fan.
but TBS was on your channel, TV,
No,
right?
no. I mean, everyone else was a
So
Yankees fan,
why
so I picked the
Atlanta?
Braves because I don't know. I don't know.
They used to be Boston Braves.
Well, not that
and
old.
so,
Not that
yeah.
old.
I don't know. And then
Honestly,
later in
for
life,
a
it was
young-
my
for a
dad's
young
team. My
Yankee
dad
fan,
loved them.
like
Later in
the
life,
Braves,
he loved them.
Really?
So I don't know.
I went through a period in between the Mets and the Red Sox. I was a Braves.
You know,
fan for a
my
while.
sister Barbie, who's watching tonight,
Yeah.
she liked the Yankees because she thought the guys were cute. She loved Bucky Dent.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I was, because I went to college in Boston,
wow, Deb didn't like Bucky Dent.
no, I was a Red Sox fan. And then I started dating Lori and we kind of watched the Mets because back then you could watch them both, right? Well, 1986, we didn't know what to do because that was the year the Red Sox and the Mets were in the World Series. And that was the famous, what's his name? Thank you, Bill Buckner series.
You know, I'm not coming here anymore.
And we didn't know what to do. And I remember Lori watching, we sat watching Game 7 with some friends, and Lori saw the Red Sox players crying at Fenway, and she just started bawling. She's like, it's so sad. But I remember years later in 2000,
Sports ball. let me tell you.
when I was working in Southington with my associate editor was a Yankee fan. He says Red Sox fans can never win the World Series because Red Sox fans wouldn't know what to do with themselves if they couldn't complain.
We're complaining now.
We are complaining. We're back to being our old selves again. But it's all
see,
good.
the difference is I feel like a Red Sox fan will punch you in the throat. Whereas the Yankees will
fans
just call you
take
names.
They just take your money.
Yeah, like Deb is like serious about the Red Sox. Like,
Yes.
woo!
Yes.
Just saying, I'm not getting paid for
I know.
it, so.
Yeah.
I'm serious about it.
I think those Boston people, you know, they
And we've
just,
taken you to, I've taken you to Fenway once.
yes,
We had a good time.
yes.
We've taken you to City Field.
Yeah,
for
when
the
we
Mets.
went to see a game at Fenway, we were seated in a section that was filled with people that came on a bus from Canada.
The Toronto. They were from Toronto,
And
yeah.
they just
But they were nice.
they spent the whole day apologizing to us for being Americans.
For us
because
being Americans.
They
were-
kept apologizing because it was around election time and it was
Oh,
really
we're so sorry.
crazy.
You know,
And they kept going, "We're so sorry for you. We're so sorry for you."
Yeah.
You know,
I gotta tell you, I'm not a baseball fan by any means, but I do enjoy watching the Red Sox and the Yankees play for the same reason I enjoy like a hockey game, because there's a really good chance you're gonna watch two people get into a fight.
Or two.
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
Never happens in theater.
No, that it really should. Wouldn't it
Wouldn't that be funny? Empty the seats. Ah!
we should put that in the Christmas show.
Ah, a theater brawl. Cheyenne, you'd be down for that.
Absolutely.
Should throw down the-
Absolutely.
Cheyenne should have hockey gloves, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just, what's the first
We'll
thing they
do
when they-
maybe at the Christmas show, instead of a dance floor, I'll do a Jello pit. We could do Jello wrestling. And we could,
for the 18th.
you know,
The-
yeah,
the
we
Christmas
could,
party.
for the Christmas party, we could challenge, you know, Cheyenne could be like the champion or something. And
Is this like a low rate city club? Like, I mean, what is going on all of a
You
sudden?
said low rate.
But-
Like,
But the entire pool of Jello will be like Jello shots. So, you
then
know,
I'm probably not gonna win because I'm gonna have too many Jello shots in my system. Stop.
I don't know. I'm just, you know, whatever. Hey,
And if you
Tim.
could come up with a Beatles name.
Hey, Al.
Red Sox like Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Oh,
Al.
Al, where we throw down, Al.
Wait, why are the Red Sox like Michael Jackson?
They both wear a glove on one hand for no apparent reason.
Because they both wear
Al,
one
come
glove,
up
a
there.
glove on one hand for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
That's all right, Al, I'll get you.
Al, you should stay at that table for the rest of the night. Don't come down.
Spoken like a WNBA fan.
Oh.
I don't get a lot of this
I
trash
know,
talk.
I know. The
this
rest of you
sports
can look
trash
it up
talk.
when you get up.
I don't get it at all. We need to thank our sponsors.
Oh, we have
We do,
sponsors.
because the audience is now asking what is going on.
Yeah. well,
You know what? I don't know what's going on. I'm really confused.
Yeah.
Al, hit that music, please.
Oh, shoot, I'm not ready for sponsors.
Our sponsors are
Start talking.
And And they are sponsored
Black
by Black
Hog Brewing Company, Oxford, Connecticut.
I finished
Thank
mine,
you,
so
Black Hog.
it's so
And
nice to see them.
Sierra Ridge Media Arts.
With the old logo.
Yeah, I needed a new logo from Deb Cryan because that one got scrunched. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's Deb Cryan
Yeah.
and Jeff from
We should be able to
Naugatuck.
put like Deb's picture on one side and Jeff's on the other.
Like cartoons of them. I'll draw them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. We'll do caricatures of them.
That would be
That
great.
would be fun.
It'd be Jeff sitting on the couch drinking a beer,
Yeah. So
watching, yelling at the Red Sox.
I feel like we really lost control tonight. We're so out of practice. I'm really sorry. We're not
Wait,
even
you're going on the assumption that we usually had control.
We do have a little bit of control. So listen. So, we hope that we'll see you again on the 4th. I told our friends across the pond in England to watch this tonight.
Oh, no,
Never
no,
mind.
please don't watch
Never
this.
mind. So,
It was just a practice.
practice. We're not even going to publish this one. So we hope that you've enjoyed yourselves tonight.
It's
We'll
great
see
being
you on the
back.
4th. Until next time. Goodbye.
Good night. Is that it?
Are we done?
What last? I need another beer.
You can.